Hello, Anila Raya again. Thank you for your patience. Thank you also for all the great comments you've written under our first 6 videos. I really do appreciate it. It's wonderful that you're saying how much fun, how much enjoyment, how many great memories you're making from the wines and the foods that I have suggested. We did have in video number 5, Italian wines, this great Chianti Classico Riserva di Santa Margherita. Next to it is the great label Rufino from Tuscany, which makes a great Chianti Classico as well. Right next to it is one of my favorite reds, the Italian Rosso di Montalcino. Montalcino is the great city there in Tuscany where they make the very, very famous red called Brunello di Montalcino from the special Brunello clone of the Sangiovese grape. This is the next one down for $27. My goodness, it's a great wine. Really great wine. The Rosso di Montalcino. It's the same grape as Tuscany, but it's in a different little microclimate. Okay, and I do want to mention Antinori, Toscana. This is an Indicazione Geografica, Indicazione Geografica Tipica. You're all going to think I had wine for lunch. We didn't have time, but we had a little bit of a sandwich, and I spilled my Georgia sweet tea on my blouse, which everybody's on my jacket. Everybody's going to think I'm drinking wine. No, we don't have time for that. Besides, we're in a grocery store. You're not allowed to open wine here. You have to have a special license to pour wine to even open it. So, yeah, we're going to have to buy it and take it home. All right, so this Villa Antinori, very famous company, winery, ancient family in Tuscany, on the Mediterranean there, in the Chianti region. But this one is called an Indicazione Geografica Tipica IGT wine, and usually it's just made by the grape variety Sangiovese. Very good for $20.99. Now, I'm holding a Bordeaux. Now, we had under the Big Spender video number 4, we had a Bordeaux Superior. And the Bordeaux Superior right here was by the label Chevalier de Grand Robert. It's so impressive. When I was reading some of the comments, I can't read all of them, but more, send more, tell all your friends. Please, please subscribe for free, and please write your comments. I loved it when some woman knew the actual importer, the actual winery name of the wine. Hi there.
I don't mean to interrupt. I was just looking for a specific wine.
Please, please, I'll help. I love it. People need help picking out a wine. That's my job, believe me. Come. Am I in the way? What are you looking for?
It was one that was aged in a bourbon.
Oh, did it have a bison on the label or not?
Not a bison. It was.
They have them. They're over there. They're over there. Definitely.
Yeah, there were several.
It's like a clear bottle.
And the Mondavi one was rum barrel aging. Nila Raya again for Wine Groceries. We have a mixture of wines here because I guess they run out of room. And so I just talked about the Italian wines, and now these are the French. And I found this one. We had the Bordeaux Superior in my Big Spenders video, number 4, last time. And now I found a higher grade. The Appellation Contrôlée of this wine is an Haut-Médoc, H-A-U-T, pronounced O, means upper in quality, although it's actually the deepest gravel, where they have all the great estates, all the great chateaux. This is not a single chateau. Notice the vintage here, 2019. They have a little bit more age on them because they are those Bordeaux 5 red grapes, and they do have quite a bit of astringency, tannin from the grape skins, as well as the color and flavor, and a lot of wood aging, so they have a lot of that woodiness to them, and they will last for quite a while. So I also want to go to the Spanish wines there. The Marques de Cáceres, the Marques de Riscal, those are very famous Latin Lovers, my video number 3. I did the Tempranillo grape, famous grape of Rioja. These are Rioja wines from Spain. If you want to do any type of Latin cuisine, you must definitely want to buy one of these Spanish wines. Also, up there, I forgot to mention the Beaujolais. There's a Beaujolais there. There's a Louis Latour Beaujolais here, Beaujolais Village. Oh no, it's Louis Jadot, Beaujolais Village. We stayed in the little city of Beaune, which is the center of the Burgundy wine area in France, and we had a beautiful tasting barrel by barrel at the Louis Jadot winery. So what's the grape of Beaujolais? Gamay. We're introducing you to all these different grapes. Gamay is definitely one of the juicier, one of the grape varieties. Beaujolais Nouveau, everybody's heard of that. It's only done once a year at harvest time. They race the wine from the vineyards. So it's brand new. That's what Nouveau means. So it's very grapey, and it's the kind of wine you only drink once in that year at that time, and with turkey or whatever, perfect timing for that, for Thanksgiving, etc. So there's a lot of mystique about wine, a lot of stories. That's how you get all of this little magic part of wine. And why not? It's very difficult to make good wine. Think of it, you've got to find the right place, and then the right weather, and the right climate, and you have lots of, like any farmer, bad years, okay? You've got to have the right grape, you've got to have a great winemaker, you've got to do all these different things. We mentioned with that Red Schooner wine, label from Camus, that Malbec that they actually ship from Argentina to be made in the California Camus winery. Well, excuse me, all that costs money. All of the French oak barrels, all the aging, all the fermentation, etc. It costs a lot, it takes a lot of time, and it costs a lot of money. And obviously, the more care they take with each little barrel, each wine, the price goes up. And why not? As I mentioned before, these are rare, one-of-a-kind commodities. When I taught wine school for 33 years, my students, graduates used to joke I was like the high priestess of wine, making us bow to the chalice of wine, to the greatness of wine, when it is great. When it ain't so great, it's not worth any price. So you need to choose your price point. I watched, oh my gosh, there's some terrible wine videos on YouTube, I'm sorry, but there are. And one young woman advised, go into the grocery store, buy every wine in your price range, go home, drink them, then you'll know what you like. I'm sorry, but that sounds like an invitation to become an alcoholic. That would not be something I would ever recommend. Are we coming to the end here? We're finished with this section. Now we're going to go to some of the other grape varieties and even box wine. Thank you so much. Nancy, can you put that up there?
And I'll go out in the car and start that.
Oh, we can't film anymore on that camera.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Well,
I think because we're in here and because we could do